Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Retro Wednesday, where today we're going to be taking a look at an unreleased Castlevania game that was originally planned for the Sega Dreamcast. So without any further ado, let's hop right into this. So for those of you unfamiliar, this game, Castlevania Resurrection, is what it was going to be called. It was going to be the Dreamcast's Castlevania game. It was also going to be the third 3D Castlevania game, in the series at the time, because, the other two were Castlevania for the N64 and Castlevania's N64 sequel. But yeah, this game ended up getting canned in about 1999 and was thought to be lost media up until about 2021. One listing on eBay went up for this, or at least a demo version of it that was for the press, apparently, for E3 of like 1999. After that, it ended up getting leaked, or the ROM got dumped. So we're playing this on original hardware. This is on a real Sega Dreamcast. If you didn't know, the Sega Dreamcast is notorious for you to be able to burn your own games and play them on the system. So that's how we're doing this here today. And this is a demo, so not everything is finalized, but I figured we could take a look at this and kind of gauge, would this be a game that we'd actually want to see on the Dreamcast? I mean, personally, I think it would have been cool, because the Dreamcast is a really neat system, and it looks pretty good, especially for the time. And yeah, I don't know. It would have been neat to see a Castlevania game on it. I mean, I think the only other console that had, or Sega console that had a Castlevania title on it was, what do you call it? What am I thinking of? The Sega Genesis with Castlevania Chronicles. But a little bit about this game. So you play as Sonia Belmont. She was the protagonist in Castlevania Legends on the Nintendo Game Boy. She was going to make a return here, and then there was a new guy, Victor Belmont. However, he's not in this demo, so unfortunately we don't get to see how he played. There are apparently screenshots of him, or at least his in-game model, so we know that he did at least exist at one point. Yeah, so this demo was supposed to be like an E3 demo, and apparently this isn't like the E3 build, because that one you could actually progress between levels. On this circumstance, you have to press the start button on the Dreamcast controller and it'll pull up this selection menu. So that's neat, and I don't think there's any way to get out of it other than making a selection. So I guess we'll go back to Courtyard, because that's where we are. Some of these levels do connect, so we can see a little bit of connection, but not the whole game. Also, the corridor level that was listed there does not work on official Dreamcast hardware for some reason, which also makes me think that this probably wasn't the full E3 demo, because that would look kind of bad, especially if you were showing this to the press and your freaking game can't load one of the levels on your demo. That would be kind of a big, red flag for all those guys. I mean, unless they ended up, not using real Dreamcast for this, and instead they had, PCs. Because if you run this on an emulator, that corridor stage can run just fine. It's just when you burn it to a CD, it does not work for some reason. So we'll go ahead and we'll kind of progress our way through this. I mean, the one thing that's kind of weird about it is if you push up on the D-pad, you can change the camera controls. So you can go from auto seek to no seek to normal. And the only thing that I can tell that actually does is if it's on auto seek, it'll kind of try to go towards enemies, but it's it works, but sometimes it doesn't. And if you see my camera snapping to the direction Sonia is facing us, because if you press Y, it'll recenter the camera. So at least they have that in there. There also isn't really much of a lock-on feature, but there is somewhat of an auto aim, which is weird. If I can kind of get to a state where I'm not getting punched in multiple directions, I'll kind of show it to you guys. So if you kind of face the enemy and in their general direction, see, she'll auto rotate to kind of go and hit the enemy. And yes, you can hit enemies through the floor, which is real funny in this. But so there's a loose auto aim, but it's not a lock-on like the Legend of Zelda games that would have been out at this time. direction, but you can kind of use it to, you know, orient yourself so you're not completely lost. And this thing is extremely buggy, but for it also being a closed demo, I don't think we can really, you know, blame it a whole bunch on that. But yeah, it's very buggy. And as you can see, like, the timer is counting down here, but when it hits 0, literally it just restarts from the beginning. There is no actual failure to time. There is also like a blue bar underneath the red bar, and that is activated by holding down your attack button. You'll kind of charge it, and you can do this varied whip attack. You can also activate, item crashes if you end up charging it and using a sub weapon. So that's like the charged up holy water, and then that's just the normal holy water. It's kind of neat. Like there's a decent amount of features in here. There's also a roll, and the roll is done by like holding down right trigger, and then you can like nudge in a direction. It only moves her like 2 feet, or not even, like a couple inches, but you know, it's there. You can tell that they were gonna add it at some point, or hopefully refine it at some point. And dang, we are getting our ass handed to us right now. But yeah, but that's kind of like most of what this demo has. We'll go through and we'll check out some of the other stages as well, and just kind of get our assessment. I really think that this would have been a neat Castlevania game if it wasn't canceled. Some people say that it's just because, you know, the game looked so bad in the demo state, because this game, unlike being done by Konami of Japan, this was produced by Konami of America, and apparently they had a pretty, oh, there we go, we already have a glitch where I can't see and we're looking through the wall. But yeah, Konami of America had a bad reputation for the games that they produced, that they just weren't very good. So like some people say that Konami of Japan saw the demo for this and they were like, okay, that's just crap, we're canceling it. Some people say that it was because this was right when the Dreamcast got canned as a whole, and that's why they canceled this game. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different stories for what happened with this, and we just died. So yeah, when you die, the camera does this weird thing, and then it boots you back to the level select, which is strange. So we'll go ahead and we'll just skip past Courtyard and doing it again, because there's no way to like progress past that. You can eliminate all the enemies, but you'll still be trapped there. Like the door doesn't open. So we'll go ahead and we'll skip over to the stairs level and take a look at that. But yeah, there's contradicting information as to why this game was canceled. You know, I guess it's to each their own. I mean, we'll never know, because you know, we weren't Konami devs, unless one of you out there was one of the devs that worked on this game. And if that's the case, please leave some insight down below. Like where exactly was this in the lineage of its development, and was there another demo that we don't know of? Because that would be kind of neat to play. Or was there like a build of this game that's a little further complete than this point? I would really love to check that out. That would be cool if someday we can get that. Kind of like on the Dreamcast, they were supposed to get Half-Life as well, and that ended up getting canceled like right towards the end, and someone leaked the ROM, and it's basically the whole game. You can play all Half-Life and all Blue Shift on your Dreamcast and with no problem whatsoever. I mean, there is a little bit of a frame issue, but you know, that could also just be because it's the Dreamcast. You know. Also, another thing I don't think I mentioned with Sonya is if you get close to an enemy, instead of using the whip, you'll use this little blade. And this guy is really annoying to take out. Can I holy water? Oh, never mind. He's already gone. But yeah, you can like whip the candles. They have an axe. I don't know if I want the axe. I might keep the holy water for right now. What is that? Okay, that looks like it's some sort of shield. What does that do? See, that's the problem with this, is that there was a lot of like, you know, press release stuff in like gaming magazines for this game. But because it never like came out officially, or you know, this isn't really something that the public was supposed to get their hands on, there isn't a like guide for the button controls and like the actions you could do. So that's kind of a shame. Or like what the items do. Like I have no idea what that shield would do. You would think that'd make you invulnerable or something, but there's no effects for that. Also, I don't think any of the sub weapons have. Yeah, the sub weapons don't make sound either. I think the only thing you get is like a little whoosh with the whip. Okay, so this is one of the levels where the doors actually do work. So I believe if we take out all the enemies for the level, this door will open and it will allow us to walk through and connect to the next level. I'm pretty sure this one works. Yeah, there we go. Look at that door opening animation. Oh, real nice looking there. Then we can go ahead and we can whip these bone pillars. And then I will try to charge up a holy water attack again. And I lost it. So that's the one thing, is when you're charging up the attacks to do item crashes in this game, if you end up getting hit while you're charging it, you lose the charge. Come on now, we can do it. There we go. Oh wow, that item crash is great. So if we go ahead and we touch that, we should load into the next level, which is like a little corridor. Okay, it actually looks like the Dreamcast crashed and restarted itself. So that's wonderful. I guess we're gonna have to start that from the beginning, or I'll just go ahead and skip to the segment that would have loaded after that. I do know that level works. I think it's the hall stage. The hall stage should work, so I don't know why that crashed there, but you know, it is an unfinished demo, so that probably that's probably part of the issue here. Okay, so this is the hall level. This was going to be where we loaded if our game didn't crash at the end of the stairwell. Let's go ahead and we'll whip these guys here, and then we're gonna have to try to get a sub weapon, because unfortunately we lost our holy water in the crash. So we'll go ahead and see if there's okay, we can walk right through this thing, but we cannot whip the candle. But yeah, this would have been really cool. I feel like this would have been a neat Castlevania game, because I mean, like, Castlevania 64, I never played it, but, you know, people's assessment of that is it's not too great. I have played Lament of Innocence for a little bit, and, I mean, something just feels weird about it. I don't know how to describe it, but to me, it felt strange. Oh, wait a minute. Do you have to turn it to auto-seek in order to do the aiming thing? No, she seems to automatically attack regardless on if it's auto-seek normal or not. So I guess what auto-seek just does is it kind of rotates the camera so you can see what you're attacking. Okay, interesting. Again, you know, this is like, these are things that we don't know. We don't know for certain, because again, this was essentially a leaked demo of the game. It's still cool that we're able to play it, you know, because otherwise this really would have been like lost media at that point. And now we're doing a boss fight here. I think if you destroy the correct one, it ends up just loading you or opening the door so we can load into the next level, which I know will crash the Dreamcast. So once we defeat these guys, we're just gonna load into whatever levels after next, because next is the corridor level. And basically what that level consisted of was there was a Cerberus? No, I don't know. There was like a three-headed snake. Hydra. Oh, okay. Apparently all these guys are stuck on the pole. That's nice. Wait, why is he getting so big? What? What? I have never seen this before. Why is he so big? Okay. That's strange. I've never seen that. I haven't seen anybody cover that. Normally when they do this fight, everybody's just the same, but okay. That's interesting. But anyway, yeah, this corridor level, you're running from a Hydra. Down like a long corridor, and then at the end he kind of gets you know, destroyed by like some falling debris or something, and oh, there we go, we managed to get the door open. But again, unfortunately that level is not playable on actual Dreamcast hardware, which is weird. Apparently it's due to like the game is trying to access some memory that it doesn't have access to or doesn't exist, and that's why it crashes on original hardware. But emulators, you know, that they're emulators, they can get by with a lot of stuff. Also, I don't know why these guys are such sponges. We'll try to do a charged whip attack and we'll see if that takes them out any faster. Oh, I ended up walking into one, so I lost my charge. But yeah, just looking at like the stained glass, it looks pretty good. I mean, the lighting's good. This one over here has god rays that are coming out of the stained glass, which looks really neat. It really is a shame. I would have loved to see this game in a more polished state than this unreleased demo. Okay, so now we'll load into the chapel level, the last level that is available in this demo, unfortunately. And I mean, it really is a shame that this is all we have for this, because I am a pretty big fan of the Castlevania series, and to see like, all right, this is an unreleased game, but it has potential. And the fact that the storyline was gonna you know, bring back Sonia Belmont, which is kind of cool, because, you know, she was only in Castlevania Legends on the Game Boy, and you know, Game Boy Castlevania games are kind of a hit or a miss, if I do say so myself. No, this demo does have a boss fight. where we get to experience that hopefully here. I believe we'll have to fight a specific enemy in the end of this level in order to get that door at the end of the hallway open. Okay, I don't know why we were facing that way, Sonia, but all right. But yeah, once you get that door open, then we can go and we can face the boss, and it's so neat. It's just like, this is so unfinished, but it's cool, you know? Like, I always found, you know, like unreleased games or prototypes to be a neat thing in gaming history, especially for a lot of these older consoles, because it's like, you know, this is stuff where it's like you can see full-on like magazine reviews and like coverage of these games, but they never came out. It's like, it's just neat to be able to play them, even though this isn't, you know, the entirety of it. It's still neat to play some of it. Now I think we end up fighting another one. Yep. So we'll just go ahead and we'll throw a couple boomerangs at him. Okay, now what is that? Does that look like a hunk of meat? I guess so. Does that heal me? No, it does not. So it's like, it's sort of wall meat, but also not wall meat. Oh, the door, it looks like the door just opened. Nice. All right, here we go. I think we're good. We got 3 lives, we got a bunch of hearts, and we have the boomerang. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll fight this boss. So it does end up freezing here, almost as if like there was a cutscene that was supposed to be loaded, or if it's like, you know, just loading because Dreamcast. Because there are actually no cutscenes in this release of the game. Can we just get her stun locked in the corner? Yeah, Medusa. Yeah, Medusa, how you like the boomerangs, Medusa? See, the good news is, oh, there we go, we got her. Nice. All right, the nice thing is, though, you can get them stun locked. Okay, here we go. Now we're fighting her head. Where did she go? Oh, she's up in the sky. Nice. Nice. She just flew up, and away. She up, and away, and left. Oh, there she is. She's back now. There we go. I don't actually think we can hit her with the boomerang when she's, like, up at this angle. I think we'll have to hit her at the... What is damaging me? Is it her heads? Okay, I can barely see her. Oh, acid. All right, come on. Let's beat Medusa here. Come on. Come on. Where'd she go? This is the one thing that would have sucked, and I hope they would have ironed out, you know, in the full release game, is that Medusa doesn't just fly away, completely disappear, because that's kind of crap. Oh, she's still up in the sky. Oh, she's slowly making her way back down. Here, let's see if we can actually charge a boomerang attack. Maybe that can hit her. There we go. Yeah, boomerang vortex. Come on. We're so close. We're so close, I can taste it. No! Oh! Okay, so apparently only the beginning of that acid spit has collision. You can walk into the trail and not suffer any damage. That's good to know. I'm sure, again, that would have been changed. Oh, come on. No! Oh, there we go. We just died. Darn. All right, we will beat Medusa. We are going to beat Medusa if it is the last thing I do. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll just speed run through all these enemies and then cut back to when I'm in the Medusa fight. Oh. Okay. Apparently you can just walk right through that door. All right, I didn't know that. I mean, Medusa's not in here, I don't think. But apparently you can just walk right through her doors. It doesn't load anything. No, that's weird. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see if we can get the doors to open legitimately and get the boss fight to start. For some reason, I just thought, okay, well, maybe if you walk up to it, you can, like, interact with it or something, and that'll open the door. But no, apparently you just phase right through it. I wonder if it's like that when you first enter the level. I think this time, or this run through, we're gonna use the knife instead of the boomerang, because, oh, I think we just froze. Oh, what just happened? Where the heck am I? What is this? Did I fall through the floor? Like, what? Where the heck am I? Can I jump? I can't jump. What the heck? Yeah, that is the problem with, you know, it being an unreleased game. Again, we're gonna circle back to that, but at least we can just reload, you know, the level from the menu and not have to completely reset the Dreamcast. That was very strange indeed. And if I'm looking over at, you know, over to my side here, that's just because for some reason my Dreamcast is bugging out, or at least my capture card is, where my TV signal just drops out and the screen goes black, but for some reason it's fine on the recording, so that's why I'm looking over, in case you're wondering about that. It's like, for some reason, it does not want to work on my TV. Oh, we got another shield that I have no idea what that does. Is that like a power-up for the sub-weapons, maybe? Is that door open? It is open too. So now we can go ahead and we can fight ye old Medusa. That is a boomerang. We don't want that. That is a heart. We do want that. All right. Hopefully we can beat Medusa with this like quarter of a health bar we have. I think we'll just spam knives and we'll probably be okay. Yeah. I don't know about this. I don't think we're getting past this right now. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, but then we also died. We got the last hit in and then we died. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know, it's kind of weird though that when you die, it doesn't just reload you into the level you had selected. It just kind of puts you in the level select, which is strange. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll try this again. Hopefully this time we can... Wow. Oh my god, my Dreamcast is chugging. Oh, wonderful. We've landed inside of a thing. Great. Alright, let's reload Chapel once again. I really want to beat this boss. I really want to beat Medusa. Once again, Dreamcast is chugging, lugging. And I missed the jump again. Well... It seems like the game really does not want me to go up against Medusa again. My Dreamcast is literally dying. So, I guess with that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to drop a like and make that subscribe button glow so that you don't miss any future content. And if you have any suggestions for games you want us to check out, be sure to leave it down in the comments or pitch it in our official Discord server. Link down below in case you're interested in stopping by. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.